Okay, so the recipe I'm making today is called Holy Yum Chicken. Found it this morning. I'm trying to clean out my refrigerator and my freezer, so I'm just trying to cook everything I have in here. And right now, I think the last thing I'm down to is chicken. So we have some black pepper, salt, spicy mustard, even though the original recipe calls for Dijon mustard. So hopefully this doesn't make a huge difference. Rice vinegar and maple syrup, and then we'll use some corn syrup at the end. So first, it's very specific what she said. I mean, like this, most of the time I don't even read the whole article about whatever the craziness that they post. But she said, like, it's important that you put 2 layers of foil. And then she said, you know, so that the sauce doesn't separate and evaporate. I guess it has something to do with that. So I'm just gonna follow directions and put this down. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and drop my chicken in here. It's about a pound and a half of chicken. So drop that in there like it's hot. And I'm going to set this to the side. So now we are taking half a cup of mustard. And I used spicy mustard instead of Dijon mustard because obviously it has more flavor than yellow mustard. But also, when I actually looked up like the background or what the difference is between mustards, because I never really looked it up before, these two are the most similar. So it's a half a cup of Dijon mustard. Fourth a cup. I just dropped all my measuring spoons on the floor. So now we're just going to fill this up halfway. Half a cup of that. Should we get all the mustard? I love mustard. That's exactly why this recipe kind of stood out to me. Because like anything with mustard on it, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm dropping a little bit more because I didn't quite fill the cup up. And then a tablespoon of, mustard just doesn't want to stay up. A tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. And if you don't have rice wine vinegar, then just, they did say you could use regular white vinegar. And then a fourth a tablespoon of fourth a teaspoon of salt and a fourth a teaspoon of pepper. And then I'm just going to mix that all together. Mix, 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 mix. Here, let's see if I can show this to you without tipping it over. This is kind of what the sauce consistency looks like. And of course, if you use Dijon mustard, it's not going to be quite as dark. This is a really quick and easy recipe. That's another reason why I dug it. Oh, and BTW, my oven is set to 450. And now I'm going to bring my chicken back again. My chicken was not seasoned. And just pour the mixture over. And you want to make sure that the mixture gets on both sides of this dish. And of course, if you don't have a spatula, which I have one, I just don't feel like stepping out of the camera frame to get it, your hands are the next best spatula. And it works out so well when you have gloves. You know, no glove, no love. I'm going to roll my chicken around, make sure all my sides are evenly coated with the sauce. And then we are going to cover this chicken. Okay? So I'm going to cover this chicken and I put it in the oven for 40 minutes. That's if you're using a chicken with bone in it. If you're using chicken breast, then they said reduce it by 20 minutes. So that means chicken cooked for like 25 minutes, okay? So I'll be back a little later and let y'all know how this comes out, okay? Let y'all see this a little bit. It's going in the oven. We'll be back at about 8:30, maybe 8:45. All right, bye.